Hello guys, how are you? Mic check, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear.
Perfect. Let's give it a few more minutes and see if more people will join.
Okay.
Chalo tuko kidogo.
Hello, everyone. Can you all see my screen? Just to check.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So let us
Yes,
begin
yes.
this session. Right. So let us begin this session. First of all, something short I'd like to go through, and this is how to access resources on your SoftUni platform. So once you've logged into SoftUni, you should see something like this. And if you want to access resources or recordings that you have done for previous classes, access your training under my trainings, and then click on the specific topic. So for example, when you started, we did introduction to AI and its tools. And as you can see on my screen, you have the introduction to AI and AI tools video. So this video is the recording that we had on the first class. The same with prompt engineering. You can see we have the video here. So this is the one that we did for last week. And you also have the resources, which are exercises and presentation. So in case of any questions, feel free to ask. And now that we're here, does anyone have any questions? Before I begin, concerning the portal itself, feel free to unmute.
Okay. I am unable to log in. It's just someone telling me the username is not correct. So I don't know. How can I go get a log in?
Sorry, I was speaking on mute. Were you able to log in the first time?
Yes, the first time I was able to log in.
Mm-hmm.
But after the first lesson,
Mm-hmm.
I tried to log in so that I can get the process.
Mm-hmm.
Then it keeps on telling me that the credentials are not correct.
Your details are not correct. Okay.
Yes.
We'll liaise with Joy to get the names of the people who are unable to log in, and then I can look at it.
Okay.
Yeah. But what I can do
Thank
is for the PDFs, I can try sending the resources in the WhatsApp chat for those who need to
you.
access
Okay.
the resources if you're unable to access it via the site. All right. So let us begin. So today what we are covering is AI tools for generating pictures, videos, and audio. It's going to be an interactive session. We might not complete everything at a go, but we're going to go through most things. And even before I start, just maximize this. Even before I start, I'd like to ask, has anyone used AI for content creation? Don't be shy. Yeah. Anyone? Joy, you have, huh? Nice. All right. So with this, what we're going to do today is more of an overview to get you to acclimate yourself with the tools that are out there for content creation. However, there's a course down the line that goes deeper and focuses only on AI for video, audio, images, and content creation. But this is just to get you to know the tools that are there and their capabilities and how to enable the tools to interact with one another. So I'd advise that after the session, please go over the documents and the PDFs that we have. They're really going to help you dig deeper if this is a field you're interested in. So let us begin. Sorry. So as you know, nowadays a lot of people use AI for image and content creation. The internet, in fact, is saturated with such examples. You have sites that were once before based on actual artists' depiction of pictures, but nowadays it's flooded with AI images, and it has gotten so good sometimes that it is even impossible to tell the difference. People use it for different reasons. Of course, for content creation, you can use it for design, for marketing, and all other purposes. So some of the tools that exist. So some of the tools that exist, of course, you can do it with the ChatGPT, Gemini, Microsoft Copilot, but there are very specific tools that are very good for content creation, which we are going to see down the line for video and images, and they give you images that is close to real life as possible. Sometimes it is very confusing. And these images, I think one of the best ones that I've seen is called Sora, if I'm not wrong. It's very popular on TikTok. They can confuse you. So what we have, popular tools for image creation, we have this, where you have Midjourney, Freepik, OpenArt, Leonardo.ai, Microsoft Flux.ai. I think even there is a Canva.ai. If you're using Canva, you can actually find that there. So these are just some of the few examples. Mostly, personally, I use Freepik a lot, although I don't use its AI content. I use it. It's really good for pictures. But what I do use it for is to generate emojis that I use in other platforms. So you have one that is called Microsoft Designer. So this requires a login, of course. You have the free version of it. You have tokens, just like we discussed in our first class on how you use your tokens. And they're all based on prompts. You can add specifications on what you want it to produce, whether you want it to produce cartoons, animations, real people. You can create wallpapers and icons with it. It can come up with posters, as in the list is endless. So what I'd advise, of course, at the end of the day, as much as we are doing this and going through these tools, is choose a tool that works for you and focus your energy on it. Learn the tool, and if you want to get deeper into content creation, of course, you have to get a subscription for those tools, because the free version can only take you so far. But beyond that, you need to actually pay for this subscription so that you get to use the AI, you get to use the AI models that are there to its best capacity. So this is a Microsoft Designer. And then, so this one is, of course, it's from Microsoft. It is integrated with the Office 365, that is Excel, Word, and all that. It composes of images and text. So this edits, and it can also edit images and designs. So this is just like Canva. So, so, so as you saw here, you have this section here. I wonder if you can see. Create with AI, and you have edit with AI. So if you're editing with AI, this is a situation where you upload a picture, and you give it a prompt and ask it, maybe remove so and so from this picture, or add this and this to this picture, and it does that. So you keep the trick is your prompting. Your prompting has to be optimized. It has to be perfect. We covered that in depth in our last lesson. And if you give it a good prompt, you get a good result at the end of the day without wasting your tokens on and doing revisions. So as long as you structure your prompt well, you give it very specific instructions, you're going to get the output desired. And then you have Dell E3. I think this is integrated within ChatGPT. So
I
as
think
you
you're
can see,
moving so fast.
so, sorry. Oh, okay. Let me slow down.
I think you're moving so fast. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that. So okay. So we want Microsoft Designer. So right now, I'm just trying to acclimate you to the tools that exist. We are not going to use them as much in this lesson because the problem with content and video generation actually takes a bit of time and uses a lot of tokens. So, but we'll do a few samples so that I can show you the examples as highlighted. So on Microsoft Designer, as I'd said earlier, this is integrated with Microsoft Office. So you can log into it and you create your account. There is also the free level and you have the paid subscription. So as you can see here on my top right, there's a number here, 13. So this is the number of tokens that you have. So depending on the complexity of your prompt, it eats the tokens. So if you actually pay for a subscription to Microsoft Designer, what is the token used will be a bit more. So you have a lot of range to work with. So apart from Microsoft Designer, so let us try a little exercise with the Microsoft Designer. So let's give it a simple prompt. So I think I'm logged in. So let's see. Create a poster. What do you want? Better. Okay. Let's see how it works. I haven't used this one before. So let us give it a simple prompt. Sorry, create with the eye. I have to click there. So personally for posters, I use ChatGPT. So it's already giving us an example. A birthday card. Happy birthday. My spelling. Birthday Ronald. Make it realistic. Do not use tone images. Let's see what it brings. So as it does that, let's go on. So you have Microsoft Designer. So this one generates and edits images, not videos. So this is mostly focused on images and text. So for the next one will be Del E. So Del.E3. This is part of ChatGPT. It's probably mostly really does just the same as Microsoft Designer. They usually run under the same. They use the same engines, which is what do we call it? Which is GPT 5 or 4. So you'll mostly get the same results if you're using Microsoft Designer or you're using Del E. So this one also does the same. Okay, this one generates images and text. It generates images and text, does not edit images or text. Developed by OpenAI, and it's part of ChatGPT. It's one of the models that run under ChatGPT. So if you want to access this, let's say you are logged into ChatGPT. So as you can see, this is the birthday poster that it came with. It says happy birthday. Let's open one and see. I usually think of this as a very good shortcut. If you want to wish someone a happy birthday and make it special, this is something you can do. You can actually have something like this, but you see, it's not exactly perfect because when you look at the word and the text, it looks unfinished. It looks unfinished, so you need to rework the prompts. You also have an option here to edit your text, or you can download it as it is if it gave you a fast good impression. I think you can do it's downloaded, but it's not a good picture. Let's just take a look at it. Oh, actually, it's good. I hadn't seen the full one. Wishing you a day filled with joy and unforgettable moments, Ronald. May this year bring you happiness and success. Happy birthday. I like this. This is good. You can actually send it to someone. So instead of just typing to someone happy birthday, you can send them a quick generated GIF or a poster or card. It's really pretty. I like it. If I got this for my birthday, I'd be very impressed. So yeah, so this is Microsoft Designer. So for the other one, which is Del E, you'd find it under this section. Yeah, let me enlarge my screen. Under GPTs. So when you go to GPTs, you click explore. If yours does not appear here, it will be here. You see, Del.E. And then you can select what do you want. GIF generator. Sorry, AI logo generator or logo generator. There's so much options that you can select from here. I haven't tried it myself as well. I just use ChatGPT itself, but it seems for those who venture into content creation and go deeper into it, you actually have quite a lot of options that you can explore here. Let's see what examples we have. So this is an example of a prompt. It's just the same as the one we did for Microsoft Designer. Same thing with the birthday card. I expect it will give you something like this. So you can give it a prompt of anything and it will just generate it. It has amazing images. And you can actually, now for those who do content creation or generate images, you can specify the width and the length of the images that you want, whether it is a logo, what you want to appear inside the logo, and you go deeper. All this, at the end of the day, the backbone of this is prompt engineering. You have to structure your prompt well. You have to be very specific with what you want, and you have to know the tool that you're using. And also remember, the more complex your prompt, the more tokens you use. So that is something to watch out for. So these are examples of prompts that generate such images. For example, this is a serene afternoon by a lake where a wooden cabin rests among tall pine trees with reflections in a crystal clear water. Now, I know you're wondering, where can you use this? I know it's images, animation, and cartoons. So for those here who do PowerPoint slides or basically any kind of presentation, sometimes you don't get the images that you want that go with what you're trying to present. So for image generation, if you're not doing it to post online, you also do it for research and slide presentation when you want to present something impressive. So you can actually generate a very good image that communicates the message you're trying to communicate. You can even generate an image of graphs. I'm sure you see what do we call these things? Let me show you. They're called PowerPoint. Graphics. So at the very basic level, if you're using it to generate slides, if you're using it to generate slides, if you're using it to generate content or something you'd like to post or communicate. Now, when you look at this, they're called infographics. These things actually take time to create. However, with AI, this has been cut. The time that you'd use to create all this has been cut short. You can actually create this one image using AI instead of going about it the manual way and starting from scratch. So this is a shortcut, and these images are actually pretty good. In fact, you can screenshot what you see here, give it to AI and say, I want this image, but instead replace the text, and then you give it the exact text that you have. So this is one way you can use AI if you do presentations and you want to cut the time short of preparing such presentation. These are really pretty and they take a lot of time to create. Sometimes you even have to purchase the template so that you can have something like this with you. So that is one use of image generation. It's not just about having, cute cat photos or something of the sort. You can use it professionally for something like this. So you can make something like this from scratch with a very good prompt. Takes you less than 10 minutes, especially if you have the paid version. It should be faster and more concise. So I'd like to open the floor for questions in case I'm going too fast. Feel free to unmute your mic.
Yes, hello.
Hello, Jared.
Yes, I'm asking, can Canva be also classified under AI tools for image generation?
Yeah, Canva can be classified as a tool for image generation. It's not Canva, it's canva.ai, because within Canva, you have canva.ai, which is, I think, a newly added feature. It wasn't always there. So as much as you're using Canva, it's just like PowerPoint, but Canva AI is now the AI aspect of Canva. So let me look at my Canva. So it will look like this. So when you look at this, the top part here, you have your Canva AI. So there is where it is usually placed. Start your free trial. So we are not going to do that. That's it'll ask you. It might ask you for your debit card payment, etc. First week is free. second week you have to pay or something of the sort, but Canva can do that as well. Have I answered your question?
Yeah.
So apart from that, we have Freepik. Freepik is a really good one. For my past presentations, when I used to do presentation, I got most of my images from Freepik. At the time, there was no AI. See. So if for those who haven't heard of Freepik, it's a good spot to get images for whatever reason you want to use them for. Mostly I use them for presentations, for slides. So nowadays it's also integrated with the AI. You can actually use Freepik for AI and content creation, but mostly I think it's for pictures. So you have the free pictures. When you're not subscribed, you can actually download pics. You don't need to pay for anything because there are free versions of everything. So let me see, for example. So as when I opened this page, the first thing it gave me, let me just do it again so that you can see what I'm talking about. So you see apps like Freepik, which were apps that used to do image creation and content creation the very first time, are actually very good for content creation in terms of images and video and text. The reason being is because they were already in that industry. So integrating what you have with AI just makes your service much more better. Now, when you compare this with something like ChatGPT, ChatGPT is a bit lacking in that area because ChatGPT is a master of many. When you do so much at once, you become a master of none. However, this just does one thing, which is image and video content creation. So it offers you a lot more in terms of that aspect to assist you to generate better images. For example, you can see it's already giving me instructions on what I can do. Upload a photo of a person and generate multiple pose variations while keeping the face, body, and clothing the same. Let's just try this exercise. I think I have a picture of mine. Let me see. Let's use this and see if it works. So use image. See, arms. Post. So you can give it various instructions because it's more than one image. Arms pocketed. So as you can see at the bottom, it's already asking, get a plan to keep creating. So apart from doing this for fun, when you're doing image and content creation, always be aware of the money aspect of things. So you take the application that gives you the most out of your wallet. So don't spend like 4,000 on ChatGPT for image and content creation while you know a tool like Freepik, which offers you so much more, maybe for much less. So it's good to always weigh those options when you're venturing into such kind of a field. So as it does that, let's continue. It's gonna take a while. So as we see, Freepik is for image generation and image editing. So you can edit your image to look a specific way. Then you have Leonardo AI, just the same as Freepik, but focused on, I can see it also has video generation. So because Freepik, we saw it is just image generation and image editing, but no video creation, no video content creation. But for Leonardo AI, I think these are images. Let's access this. See if our picture is done. Interesting. Wow. Not bad. However, I can see there is an issue with my fingers. My fingers don't look like that, but hardly noticeable. When I look at this, it's done something to my face. I don't know what that is. Yeah, so of course, this is something you can create or you can edit if you are experienced in such areas. So this is one of the uses of Freepik. And then you have Leonardo.ai. Which is an image generator. Let's see what it looks like. So you can generate images for marketing purposes, for advertising, for fashion, for pretty much anything. To be honest, we're not going to access all tools online because there's so many of these tools. So we're just going to go over a few that we can with the time that we have. So forgive me if I'm rushing through, because I want to show you the important aspects of image generation, which is prompt engineering. So you have Leonardo. And then, so this is for artificial intelligence for image editing. We saw that Microsoft Designer, you can edit images. Freepik, you can also edit images. And this is an example of such an exercise where you use something called AI retouch, which is an option within Freepik. So you can prompt it to do something. You can prompt it to say maybe remove this or add this. For example, the prompt here is add sunglasses. What the author did is they added a highlighter on the eyes and said add sunglasses. And as you can see, that is what happened. And as you saw before, the image that we had where I said, give me a pose with my arms in my pocket or my hands crossed, and it did exactly that. It can also upscale an image. This is where it makes it look much clearer and much sharper. So this is still on Freepik. It can expand an image, so it creates AI generated content on the size. If your image is, let's say, this size cropped, it can expand this image. Of course, you have to specify the aspect ratio, and it will do the rest for you. So if you have a pre-existing images that you like expanded, it can do this for you. So that is also a feature of Freepik. Basically, in image editing, the sky is the limit with this with Freepik AI. So before you had to do all this manually. What is the app that people use to edit images before AI? They still do. I forget its name. Is it Adobe Edit or something? There are many apps that actually exist for image and content creation without the use of AI. But if you're using AI, that means you don't have to learn all these other tools from scratch, because it takes months even to learn a tool properly to be able to edit images. But with AI, what you need is not a tool, but what you need is one, is a subscription, and two, a proper prompt. So that prompt is what will help edit your images. So an image that would have taken an image editor maybe a day is something you can do by yourself in less than 10 minutes with a good prompt. So pick a tool, learn how to use it, see all the options it has, and try to run with it. Try to learn from it, try to use it, try to prompt it and see what it gives you. Edit in that tool and see what it gives you. So AI has replaced manual labor when it comes to image and content creation. Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing remains to be seen, but what I know is it has created opportunities for people to venture into this field without the need of someone who is actually specialized in this. So if you're a self-entrepreneur, this is something you want to venture into, it's something you can do by yourself without hiring someone to do it for you or learning a new tool, because it gets tedious. So of course, at the end of the day, there are limitations to it, which is the quality, anatomical inconsistencies. Right now, we have seen that picture where my fingers looked very odd. The accuracy of the context might not always be understood. You have legal and ethical issues where someone takes your images and uses it for deep fakes or something that is unsavory, that should not be seen in the light of day. You have biases, of course, this always exists when it comes to AI. The styles, mostly, maybe just a few months ago, but before that, most images that generated looked cartoony, where you look at an image and you can tell immediately that this is AI generated, and it turns you off. You have hallucinations. It generates elements that were not requested, text issues, maybe the text is misaligned, language limitations. Most AI models work well only in English, so that is a very big one. So let's take a short 5-minute break, but I'm opening the floor for questions for those who want to ask. Now is the time. So feel free to unmute your mic. I might not see you.
Hi,
Hi.
my name is Victoria. I wanted to ask, when we are using these images that are already there, not at my image, an image that is already there, like will I be sued maybe for copyright? You know, those two things where maybe you used someone's image and you didn't even know that person because that image was presently there. When I'm using it maybe for a presentation and maybe it goes viral, will I be sued or something?
Definitely. You will be sued. Remember, AI is something new. Laws are catching up with AI, and very soon, especially, but when it comes to copyright infringement, this is something that exists. So you will definitely be sued if you use something, an image that was already copyrighted. So if you're using these images, make sure it is free or stock images, or images that you have purchased, so you therefore own them. So if you're going deep into content creation, that is something to always look for. So you can definitely get sued. Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome. Let's see, any other questions? Feel free to unmute. I don't think I can see. I look like a totally different person, but this is what the retouch does. So as you can see, the AI is not really a perfect science. Of course, there are others that perform better than others, but at the end of the day, that is left to exploration. So any other questions, please feel free to ask.
Hi, Ronnie.
Hello, Belinda. How are you?
Good, good. When you say you look like a totally different person, is it on the positive side or the negative side? Do you think it enhances you or it makes you look animated?
Oh, it doesn't make me look animated. However, the eyes are a bit off because I had asked it to remove the spectacles. So it's not on the positive side.
Okay.
And the reason being, I think, is because the picture itself, maybe the quality of the picture, as much as I can see, it is clear here. I think this is the original picture. There are shadows and highlights where there shouldn't be. So maybe that confuses it. But if you do have a clear picture, the results may vary also based on the prompt. Results may also vary.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
Welcome. Let me try something simple. Tell it. Yeah, so as you can see, I've reached the limit of retouches, so I can't work with this anymore. So let's see how much a subscription will cost. It's 3.7 euros a month. Is it worth it? Let's see. Oh, it's actually quite cheap. That's 562 Kenya shillings a month. This is billed annually. However, this is billed annually, so times 12 will be 562 times 12. Any mathematicians? Around 6,000 a year. So if you unlock this, you get up to 16,800 images, 560 videos, a year. So at the end of the day, you have to balance your finances to see which tool works for you. So you also do your research before you commit to a specific tool. So you have to check, what do we call it? You have to check the reviews online and other social media platforms that are there, or you see what other people are using to do their images or do their videos or do their content creation. So always be pocket-wise friendly. Don't go for expensive tools that really don't add value. So personally, like this one, Freepik, I'm not satisfied with the results. I think there's a tool out there that can do better. So explore your tools, use the free versions as much as you can so that you know what tool offers the best output. Any questions or anything you'd like us to explore during this short break?
Hi.
Hello, Lauren.
Oh, is it in Freepik that you tried? I saw there is AI architectural images. You can try, like, open it up.
Sorry, repeat. I didn't get the question.
In Freepik, that free something pick.
Uh-huh.
I saw there was a place where they said AI architectural images.
Let's see on the first page, huh?
Yeah, after the first one, it was Microsoft. The second one, not this one, the other one.
After, that was, I think,
We've covered
Leonardo.
3.
Yeah, there was Freepik and there's this Leonardo.ai.
No, not Leonardo, the other one.
Del E, this one.
Yeah, Del E, yeah.
So this is also another one. Let's see.
Yeah, that's architecture AI after logo. Number 5.
Number 5. Oh, okay.
Yes.
I haven't seen that. I take it that is a field you're interested in.
Yes.
And then right now, AI can be a very good friend. I hadn't seen it. And let's see, your models are up to 4.0. This is still very good. 4.1. So 4.0 is the most recent one after 5. So what do we call it? It's called domain knowledge. So you have the domain knowledge to actually create amazing architectural designs with this. Because whenever it comes to content and image creation, or just basically anything that you're getting into, you need a bit of domain knowledge. So for example, I can't use this because I know nothing about architecture, but I'm sure for you, with the combination of prompt engineering, you can actually design a very good prompt that gives you a very amazing output. So this is something you can work with. Let me see.
Oh,
yeah.
Can you try that one exactly? Yeah, the skyscraper.
Okay, let's see. So, it's asking for a lot. Purpose, height, location setting, materials, surrounding. So this is something you can have fun with.
I think that one, I'll do it on my own.
Yeah, this is something you can actually have a lot of fun with. And it's actually helpful that it's telling you what it needs.
Yeah.
Because what we initially learned was sometimes when you don't know what your prompt should consist of, you can ask the AI to give you clarifying questions. So this is an example of a clarifying question. It has asked you, what do you need? It has asked you, give me this information so that I give you the perfect output. So Let's continue. So let's move on to video content. So we have in video AI. This is for video content. I wonder how many people have interacted with this. Anyone? Yeah. So with in video AI, this is a video generation AI. Of course, it runs on two things. Now, when you're coming to videos, what is a necessary ingredient for videos apart from a good prompt is a script. So a script is you have to tell the AI what you want it to do. You have to tell it what to see. You have to tell it in case there are any subtitles that you need, you have to tell it. So this is all within a prompt. So you have to give it the context. You have to give it a script. A script, you'd say maybe 2 characters, 1 female, 1 male, doing this and that, celebrating a birthday, etc. You have to tell it to add background music if that is possible. And this is actually a lot of work. So there's a way to do this, maybe with something like ChatGPT, where you finesse your prompt in ChatGPT and bring it here. We'll see it. It's there down the line. I'll show you how to do it. So this is an example of what a prompt would look like. Create a fast-paced YouTube short video. So you see, you've specified a parameter, which is the word YouTube Shorts. So YouTube Shorts are basically clips. They're not long videos. So YouTube Shorts video about an Italian seaside restaurant, you're given it the context. Show the chef making pizza on a sunny, breezy day and use energetic background music. You've also given it a script on what to do. So let us see the result of that. It is very short. I imagine video creation will eat up a lot of tokens if you're doing it on a free version. But let's see, this is already was already prepared before. There is some audio, you can't hear it because I've only shared my screen, but it's there. There's background music. So I have a question. I hope you've all seen the video. Can you tell us, are you able to tell if it's AI or real? When you're watching the video, are you able to tell whether it is AI generated or a real video? Could you tell the difference?
Hi, for me, I couldn't tell, but when the person bit the pizza, it looked AI.
When the person, yeah. So you see, that is how good this that is how good they have become. Now, when you look at here, the timestamp, this was 1 year ago. So you can imagine this was a video created 1 year ago. If you recreated this video now, it will give you something very different and very real. You wouldn't even be able to tell it. So how can you use this? Marketing, advertising. Apart from the normal content creation, you can actually use it for marketing, for advertising. If you run or own a business, you can create an ad for your business. This is a 45-second video that has been uploaded on YouTube, and I'm sure they have used the free version of it because it's very short. What you need is a good script. Tell it to play background music. You don't need really much. You just need a good prompt to create such a video, and you post it on your socials to promote your business. You don't need to bring in a marketer or someone who deals in advertising to take videos and any and all that. This is something you can actually do by yourself. So this is one way you can use it. So this is InVideo AI. So of course you start with the basic description, and then it will ask you more information, the duration, the audience that is supposed to receive it, the platform where you're going to post this, so that it can optimize your results, and then you wait for your video creation. So you can see various examples. When you go through the slides, you'll find links attached that are for pre-recorded videos that are already done, for prompts that are already done before. So you can edit the script. So you can add to the script, which as we have seen, the script is the same as the prompt. You can continue to, yes, I see someone with a question. Yes, Belinda. Hello, Belinda.
Oh, sorry. My mic was muted.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if you know this popular content creator. He creates videos. His name is Capinto. He's very funny. I don't know if you've ever heard of him.
I haven't heard of him. This is on TikTok.
Yeah, he's everywhere, literally. Sawa. I wanted to ask about him, but since you don't know him, I will share some of his video on WhatsApp, and then maybe we can discuss on the next class if this is what he uses or how he's able to achieve such videos.
You have a suspicion that it is AI, right?
Yes, strongly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
most content
it's animated though, so yeah.
Oh, yeah. Actually, if the video is animated, you can't be sure that it is AI generated, because apart from image generation and all that, when you're starting to be a content creator, if it's something you're doing professionally before AI, now if you're going into animation, that is a whole different monster, because that takes years to create.
Oh yeah, because I think he existed way before AI. But I'm just wondering, could AI do something like this? I'll put the videos on WhatsApp, then you can have a look, and then maybe we can discuss next time.
Yeah, I'm sure even on TikTok you've seen videos of what do you call it? Those cats.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, that is AI generated, and it's cartoonish. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's someone else with a question. Joy. Hello, Joy. Are you on mute?
Yes.
You have a question?
No.
Joy Grace Masharia. I can see your hand is raised. Do you have a question? Okay, let's move on to the next. So that was in video. So we're going to skip this through. So when you have the content, be sure to click on the links to see the kind of videos that they have created. Yes, Felix?
Good evening.
Good evening, Felix.
My question is, how can I integrate a video that I've created through the AI with existing editing software such as Adobe Premiere Pro, Final Cut, and After Effects?
So, I'm assuming you've created it first with AI, right?
Sorry?
I'm assuming you've created it first with AI.
Yes.
I'm sure with those apps, you do have an option to upload a video, right?
Yeah.
So after you've created a video with AI, you can choose to upload the video to the video editing tools that you've mentioned and proceed to edit it from there. But I have a suspicion that most tools nowadays actually have their own AI within them because AI apparently is everything now.
Okay.
So in this scenario, you'd create a tool, you'd create a video with one of these apps that you've seen.
Yes.
And if you're not satisfied with the results, you're seeing that you can do a better job, but you already have the video. Just download it in the format that you prefer, MP4 or whatever, and then upload it to the video editor of your preference. Then proceed to edit the video from there.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So we've covered in video. Let's look at this other one. It's called Runway. So it's also a video generator. It does text to video where you give it a prompt and tell it to create a video. Image to video where you upload an image, give it a prompt and tell it to make it into a video. Video to video where you upload your video and tell it to edit it in a specific way. It can remove backgrounds. And of course, as noted here, the free version is very limited. So let's just have a brief look at it and see how it looks like. It requires login and all that. Oh, these videos look pretty sharp compared to in video. But as you saw from the notes, this is pretty limited because when I'm looking at this section here, you can see almost all tools need an upgrade. But I can see some videos from the examples, they look pretty sharp. However, you can tell that they're AI generated, but these videos look really good. If I found them on some social media site, I wouldn't think that they're AI generated. You have 120 credits to work with. We saw Microsoft Designer, you had around 40. This is 120 credits. Let's see how much it will cost to upgrade this, get standard monthly. $15 per month, that is around 2,000, and it is billed monthly. So at the end of the day, it's all about balance. So try the free version. If you're satisfied with the free version, move on to pay for the video. So you explore the different models that you have to try and see the best one to use. So this is a demo that was created by Runway ML. So let's look at it. You might not hear the volume on the video because I haven't shared that, but what you'll hear is what you can see is the video. It looks pretty good. Oh, this is a good video. So with a very good script or a very good prompt, you can come up with something like this. Or wherever you're going to use it is to your discretion, whether you're using it for a presentation such as this, whether you're using it for content creation, for entertainment, for advertising, for marketing. This is one tool that you can use, Runway. I actually like the videos from here. And it's quite cheaper because you pay $15 a month and it is billed monthly, not annually. So let us take a look at this video that they created. Oh, that's good. Almost realistic and cinematic. So these are more videos I've created. Then you have Hayden. So mostly when you go through the slides, you're just going to see more examples of the videos that we have. So for Hayden, it's a bit different, where you create a video with a speaking avatar. You have a collection of ready-to-use avatars with the Hayden. You can customize yours from your own photo. That is, you upload your photo and upload a text or quote that you want your photo to say, and then it generates it into a video of you saying that. So I imagine this is something people would use for deepfakes or to make, I don't know, presentations, online presentation. For example, if I was doing this class and I was required to record it and show my face, but maybe let's say I'm not comfortable with that, I'd pick an avatar, then upload these resources online and tell it what to say, and it will go through the lesson, and you'd actually think that that avatar that is speaking is actually that is your actual lecturer. Let's see how good this one actually is. I wonder if there are any ready-to-use examples. So let's just access this the old way. Hayden. Yeah, I'm not going to feel all that anyway. So feel free to exploit during your free time. So we've seen that in Hayden, it uses avatars to create videos. So this is a good substitution in instances where you'd rather not show your face. And if you can also use, you can select different voices. You can tell the avatar what to say. And there you have your video. That's if you're using Hayden. So this is now the most important part, AI for generating video scripts. So as we said earlier, when you're doing video creation, this is not just it's not just a 2-sentence script that you're going to use. That is if you're going to use professionally or towards a specific purpose. So you need a script. Think of yourself as a director. So you want it to be very specific. You want it to do a number of actions. You can't just leave it to the AI to imagine what it is you'd like, or what will happen is you'd keep prompting it again and again, and your results are getting worse and worse. And then it starts to hallucinate. So a good way to prevent that is to come up with a script, to be specific about that script. But it's a lot of work to come up with a script. So how do you do it? What you do is you use an AI tool that you have learned, for example, for ChatGPT. So how do you come up with a script? Remember, we talked about prompting, where you give it context, you give it an example, you give it an instruction, and how you want the output to look like. So as you can see, let's see. So this is a script that was already generated before. So basically what you'd ask for is something of this sort. Let's try a short exercise here and see. Give me a short script for advertisement. Video advert. Include time of transition. Time of transition. Text. What else? What else did we see? Duration should be 30 seconds. Will be 30 seconds. Let's start. Let's give it a starter code. So I haven't given it much. I should have added context. I should have added maybe a few examples, but let's go with this and see what it actually produces. So before you go into video creation, what you need is a script. It's not just about giving it a prompt and waiting for a result. So good. So I can tell it, don't put it a table, arrange in order of parents, give time, visual, of course, on screen text, the music, and transition, correct order. Include colors and number of main characters, their actions in detail. So this is the reason why you learn to use different AI tools. Initially, if you are just a video content creator and you're focused on maybe just InVideo or Leonardo.ai, what you do when you come to writing a script, you'd type it in. But in less than 5 minutes, you have come up with a full script. As you can see, this is pretty good. Duration 30 seconds. So I'm curious. Let me try and put it in. Where do I have tokens? Did I finish? What was I using before? Let's try Runway. Is it open? It's not. So let's open it. And paste that in. In Q. Oh, that sucks. It says upgrade to a paid plan to use text to video. Okay, that's fine. Which one else did we see? Do you remember the one we used before? Apart from Hayden, which we saw is for avatars as well in video. So let's try with video. So remember when I said, the more complex your prompt, most likely it's going to ask you to upgrade your subscription. On video, let's try the same. Okay, let's give it time. I hope it works. So that is generating video scripts. So of course there are risks and challenges, which we said one was deepfakes. AI takes jobs from video editors and animators, and this is true. Legal and copyright issues, which was mentioned. Bias and discrimination. I see we are running out of time. Okay, let it do its thing. So let me just rush through what is left. I don't want to keep you guys here all night. So we have for songs with AI. One is called Sono, which is an AI generator for authentic sounding songs. It won't sound like AI at all. I'm sure you've read somewhere that Spotify nowadays is full of AI generated music. You hear of artists that you've never heard of before producing a full album and you wonder who is this, but they have really good songs. This is because people have actually learned how to monetize this. Make AI music very easy. Just pay for a subscription. It gives you a full, you can even get your, what do you call it? You can get the lyrics from ChatGPT, prompt it, say you want a love song, etc. And then you just throw it and then you select the style you want it to sound like and edit it a little bit more. So you can even make a song for your sweetheart, write a few lines of poetry, throw it in there and say, I want it to sound like this, like this, like this. Then download the music, send it to someone. It generates lyrics for you, or you can use ChatGPT. In this case, they have used ChatGPT. Let me just see if we're done here. Still thinking a bit more. Okay. You have SoundRaw, more or less the same. Okay, yeah, good. We're done with this section. Sorry, the last part we went a little bit fast, but please feel free to go through this last remaining application, the AI models. In case of any questions, ask. So right now I'm going to open the floor for questions for what you have covered so far. So remember, this is just an overview. I hope you have taken something away from this class, maybe the tools that you can use, or a few ideas like creating a script in ChatGPT and throwing it in another model. I hope you've seen how to better cost or maximize your wallet for quality output so that you're not strained financially paying for subscriptions for what you don't need. So it was a short session, but I hope you've taken something away from it. So I'm open to hearing questions as we wait for this to see if it's going to work or it's going to ask me for money. Generate, let's see. So let's see what we have. Okay, so any questions? Unmute and ask away. Sorry, does anyone have any questions? I hope I wasn't talking on mute on what we have covered so far. So also, yes, Victoria?
I have no question, but I thank you for opening my mind today, tonight. My mind is really opened. Thank you.
You're very much welcome. So, learn to use a combination of tools for your desired output. With a good prompt, come up with a good script in ChatGPT that is free. Copy paste that and throw it into your video content generator and wait for the results. So this looks like it's going to take some time. What I'll do is once it is done, I'll upload it to the channel so that you can actually see what we came up with this class in this video. So I hope it completes it. If you don't see the video online, then just know it asked for my money. So this is, we have, of course, a fundamentals class for content creation, which will go deeper into it. So this was just an overview to introduce you to what content creation is capable of. So you have your image content creators, and you have your video content creators, and you have your music generators. So all these are in the PowerPoint presentations. And of course, a lot more exists that we have not actually mentioned in this class. So when this is ready, we'll upload it to the class channel so that you can take a look at how well we did it or how bad we did it. So this is using in video. So if there are no questions, let's call it a day, and I'll see you in our next session. Meanwhile, stay safe, and thank you for being an amazing class.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Karibu sana.